Hey everyone, Danielle here. I'm doing a solo playthrough of Street Masters. This is likely the last video I'll make because this would be exhausting basically all the content except for all the fighters, but all of the enemy decks and stage decks that come in the Tide of the Dragon. So I'm back with Isabella. And what's new here, if you've been following the videos I've been posting on my channel, I have yet to use the Fire Cloud Gang. So this is a Tiger Ip. Has 20 health. It will attack with 3 dice. And part of the setup is to find the empty hand card, which I've put out already, and then shuffle the enemy deck. Tiger Ip gains 1 of each type of defense token. And then we'll go through the activate on its turn. So we'll put the 3 defense tokens that it starts the game with on the card. I do have the boss here. And then I'm going to be using this figure, which obviously is not Isabella, but will be Isabella in this game. The stage is sky high. I already set it up so that I found an objective. I've placed it out. And yeah, I think I'm just going to dive in. So I drew my 4 cards. Let's see if I want to change them up. We have Tesora, Galopante, and Alcatorda, and Tesora again. I think the attacks are good. I do like having the attacks in my hand. Would have been nice to have a tactic, but it is what it is. I think we'll go ahead and go straight to Tiger Ip. So we're going to move, take a move action, and I'm going to move 2 spaces. So now I'm engaged with Tiger Ip. Go ahead and flip this to the fighter turn side. You know what? Because I did not have my reference card, I totally forgot. I had to draw a card. So Oscar. So Oscar is coming in for health. All right. So let's find Oscar. How about my minis here? But it's gonna take a bit for me to find Oscar. So Oscar has his leg up. That's how I remember it. Okay, cool. So this is Oscar. I will be placing this on the closest entry, which is actually here, right next to this loot. And hopefully you can see that. There we go. So they'll come in with 1 punch and 2 kick defense tokens. 1, 2, 1. All right, so now I'll take my turn. So I will move, and I think I will move 3 this way. 1, 2, 3. And I will engage with Tiger Ip. I'm going to use the... Okay, so Isabella's action is when an offbeat card is discarded from the top of Isabella's deck, it deals her 1 general damage. Attack 2. You may discard 1 on the top of your deck to add +1 to this attack. So I could do that if I wanted to. And you know, I think I will. I love how aggro Isabella is, and maybe that's why I'm drawn to her deck compared to some of the ones I've tried so far. So we will do attack 2, so grab 2 dice, and that'll be an action step. And then I will discard the top card. It is an offbeat, so unfortunately I do take a general damage. So I'll start off with a damage on me. So I will roll 3 dice. Okay, so we got 2 criticals and 1 shield. So we'll roll, let's gain the shield right away so we can roll the 2 dice as needed. So we'll gain that kick. All right, we'll roll here. All right, and 2 hits right there. So a total of 4 kicks. So Tiger Ip has 1 defense token. They're going to take 3 damage. All right. So I have one more thing I could do, which is playing a card. And I will play a Tesora. So this says, attack with 3 and discard 1 card from the top of your deck. Okay, so we're going to attack with 3, and then we'll discard the top. It is not an offbeat, but it is a tactic, which is unfortunate. So we'll roll 3 and attack Tiger Ip again. All right, so we got 1 critical, so we're gonna roll 1 more die. Okay, 4. So this was a grapple, so they have 1 grapple defense, so they'll take 3. So they're at, sorry, yeah, 3. So they're gonna be going to 5 damage. All right, so that was my turn. I ended up doing a card step just now. Now we'll react. So Oscar says attack. He can't attack me. I'm not engaged with him. I'm over here. So attack. If this enemy has dealt no damage, it advances 4 steps, 4 spaces toward the nearest fighter and attacks. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go 1, 2, 3. Just need to move 3 to reach me. And then it attacks, gaining +1 attack value. So unfortunately, it's gonna roll 3 dice. All right. 2 punches, 1 kick. I'll block with 1 and then take 2. So I'm at 3 damage. So that was the react phase. Now we draw. So we drew in Albatito. This is a offbeat tactic. Nice. So now we'll flip this over. We'll go into the enemy turn. So Tiger Ip says, activate. Tiger Ip attacks, targeting each fighter engaged with him. Then Tiger Ip retreats 2 spaces and gains 1 defense token from each fighter. Okay. So I don't have any defense tokens. I'm not sure I'll gain anything in that case. Don't know how that rule works. I'll have to confirm and maybe make a note in the description once I kind of figure out how that works. All right, so it's going to do an attack. It's rolling 3 dice. And we have 3 grapple. I'm taking 3 damage. So I'm at 6 damage already. And then the empty hand doesn't have an activate, just has some notes on what happens when you defeat minions. And yeah, if we were to move into a space adjacent to Tiger Ip, if we have traps, they activate. But nothing to worry about right now. We'll move on to the stage. It says the boss moves 4 spaces towards the nearest inactive. So it's going to move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I kind of slowed it down by creating this wall, but it's heading towards this objective to try to activate it. And then we'll draw a Sky High card. Aggressive wins. Event, each fighter may discard up to 4 defense tokens. For each defense token not discarded, that fighter moves 1 space toward the fall space nearest it. Oh no, I don't have defense tokens, so I have to move 4. So I'm moving 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I am adjacent to this space. Luckily. But anyway, that is the event. We'll end that phase. And now it's back to us. We will refresh any of our cards, and then we'll draw a card from the enemy deck. And we have a second minion. We have Luke. Comes in with 1 kick and 1 grapple. And then we'll find its... Is it this one? I think so. Trying to see. Is it Luke? I feel like it is. Okay. Yeah, I think it is. All right. So entry point closest to me would be here. All right. Now we get to take our turn. I'm not close to anything right now, but if I moved, that would be good. So I think I'll do a move. I'm going to move 1, 2, and I landed on a loot. So I will grab a loot card. Coins. At any time, you may discard this card to gain 1 power for each enemy in your threat area. Ooh, so I have 2 right now in my threat area. That might be neat. You know what? I think I'll wait because potentially there could be more. So I won't use that right away. But I did my move. I'm now engaged with Tiger Ip. Let's see. I think I'll do a grapple attack with the Sora, attack 3, and discard 1 from the top of your deck. This is not an offbeat card, so we're safe there. And then I'll just attack. So attacking Tiger Ip. All right, so we got 1 critical out of those. So we'll roll the 4th die. All right, 4 grapple. So it doesn't have any grapple right now. So it's going to be total of 9 damage on Tiger Ip. So that was a card step. And then I will do an action step. And I'll attack with 2 dice. And I could discard the card, and I will. This was an offbeat, so I take a damage. So we're at 7. Always taking a chance there. It's kind of the more exciting parts about playing with this fighter. We'll roll 2. Actually, one more because I discarded off the top of my deck. All right. So we'll have one more die roll. Okay. Not bad. I get some shields there. So this was a kick attack. So I'll go ahead and gain 2 kick defense tokens. Oops, kicks. As I say, and I'm grabbing like punch. All right, so we got those. And then we do 1, 2, 3 total damage to Tiger Ip. So we're at 12 damage out of 20. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and react. The action step is done. All right, react, Oscar. Unfortunately, I am not engaged, and they will move 4 spaces towards me. 1, 2, 3. And then they're going to attack with 3 total dice. All right, so we have 2 punch and 1 grapple, which I don't have any defense tokens for. So I'm going to get 3 damage onto me. I'm at 10 damage out of 17. Not looking great. And then Luke is going to activate attack. If this enemy dealt no damage, it gains 2 random defense tokens, advances 3 spaces toward the nearest fighter, and attacks. Wow. Oh, that's powerful. All right, so it's going to gain 2 random defense tokens. All right, it's going to be a punch and a kick. And then advance 3 spaces towards me. 1, 2. So I'm surrounded, and it attacks. Rolling 2 dice. Okay, so we have 2 kicks. So I will use my 2 kicks to block. And we are good there. Okay, so I'll draw my card. And it's a Tesora. Nice. That's a heavy hitter. So, okay. I will flip. And we'll activate the enemy. So Tiger Ip will attack. So 3 dice. 2, 3. Okay. So I don't have any damage. I'm going to take 3. Which is not great. So I'm at 11 damage out of 17. And then we'll draw. Actually, we'll do the stage. The boss moves 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll draw the card now for the stage. Oh, another one comes out. So we have to find the purple token. Where did I put it? Oh, right here. Purple, and it will go here. Inactive side up. And then it's my turn. So go ahead and flip it over. Refresh. Let's see. So I am engaged with 2 minions, and those minions have been so annoying. And I don't think I can help preventing Tiger Ip from going to the objective, so I won't bother with that. I'll kind of stay where I am. And I will play Gallipanti. Attack 2. You may discard 1 card from the top of your deck to target 1 additional enemy. So I'm going to attempt to attack both of them. This is an offbeat. I'll take 1 damage. Oh, no. So I'm at 14 out of 17. Not looking great. But I will attack both of those, rolling 2 dice. Oh, no. I got 2 shields. But I'm assuming I get double the amount. I have to double check that one too. This hasn't come up. So that was a punch. So I get 4 punch, I assume. If anyone's watching, definitely let me know if that's correct. And that was just an unfortunate attack. All right. So that was 1 card step. And then I think that's it with my cards. I will do my attack now, which is the action, and I can attack with 2, and I think I'll attack with 3, so I have to discard that card, which is not an offbeat, and I'm going to target Oscar. All right, so we have 1 critical, another critical, so that's going to be a kick attack. So right now we're looking at 4 kick attacks. And then we'll roll one more. All right. So 5 kick attack. And then it's going to be 1 shield for me. So I gain a kick. So they will take 5. They have 2, so they'll take 3 damage, which is not enough to kill it, unfortunately. So close. And I can move if I want, but I don't think I want to because they're just going to come get me. So I'm going to stay put and not do anything with that move. All right, so now they're going to react. And Oscar is going to attack. So they're going to attack with 2 dice. 2 punches. Oh gosh. 1, 2. Luckily I have that. So I've blocked them. And then we have Luke, who's going to also attack. 2 dice. We have a grapple and a kick. So right now I have just a kick that I could block with, and that'll be a power. And then I'll take 1. So I'm at 15. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6. So now I do charge up, spending all of these. Flip it over. So I have that power to use. And then, yeah, that's that. And then I'll draw. We have Mealua Reversal. Okay. That would be a good tactic to have out because before each of your attacks, I could discard a card from the top of my deck to gain +1. So I could really buff up an attack. I don't think I'll make it though. Anyway, we have the enemy activation. So Tiger Ip will attack. And so, ooh, you know what? I forgot the part that it retreats after it attacks. Does it retreat only if Tiger Ip attacks? Because right now it's not going to attack. It's not adjacent to me. I have to confirm that. Not sure. But anyway, we have the stage. So this is going to move 1, 2, 3 to that one. Gonna activate that. And once we have 3 activated objectives, then we'll lose the game. But I think we're gonna lose the game because of damage, unfortunately. And so we'll draw this card. And this is gear. Each enemy gains 2 random defense tokens. Okay. Each enemy. So let's roll for Tiger Ip. All right, so they gain a kick and, I'm sorry, 2 punches. They gain 2 punches. And then we'll roll for Oscar, 2 kicks. Rolling for Luke. 2 grapple. Wow, what an interesting roll just now, where they each got different ones, but 2 of the same that they rolled. That's so interesting. And then I get to attach this to an enemy and it gains +1 attack value. Let's just put Oscar. He's almost dead, so I don't know. I guess I get to choose who. All right, so now it's back to me. I think I'm gonna try to finish Oscar. It does not have any grapple, so I might just do a grapple attack. So I'll discard the top card. It is an offbeat, so I'm taking another damage. You know what? I probably didn't need to because I'm rolling 3 dice. That's too much, man. But anyway, I should have used another attack for this instead. But let's do it. So we have 16 out of 17 damage. All right, so we have 3 total, and then we gain 2 grapple. So we gain 2 grapple. I'm doing 3 damage. They don't have any, so they're gonna be dead. Thank goodness. So Oscar is now gone. But the bad part here is this gets attached to me now as a trap. And it will be resolved at some point. All right. And now I gain a loot. A 2/4. On your turn, you may discard this card to deal 2 direct damage to an enemy within 2 spaces of you. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to discard it right away and deal 2 damage to Luke. All right. And now I'm going to use Isabella's action. So let's see. So far I used a card. I didn't move yet, and I'm going to use the card action. Discard one card from the top to attack for an enemy within 3 spaces of your move adjacent to the target. Then flip this card. All right, so this is not an offbeat, thank goodness. And we'll roll 4 dice against Luke. All right, so we have these, and as a kick attack, I will just gain that right away for the shield, and then I'll roll this for the critical. All right, so 4 kicks. It's got 2 of them, so it's going to get hit with 2 damage, which is going to be a total of 4. And then I will flip this over. Okay. All right. Just leave that off there for now. And then I could move if I wanted to. But I don't think I will again. Gosh. Okay. So I only have 1 health left, which is crazy. I guess instead of an act phase, I could have just used a defend action. So using card actions, but I do want to make some damage. Okay. So react. Luke is going to attack me, rolling 2 dice. All right, 2 punches, and I happen to have those, so I'll block both of them. And then I'll draw a card. I draw Al Cortado. We'll flip. Tiger Ip will activate. And then it's going to attack and retreat 2 spaces. So I don't think it does anything. I'll have to make a note if that's not the case. And then Empty Hand says, each time a fighter defeats a minion, they must attach the defeat a minion card to the character card. These cards are trapped. Once during their turn, a fighter may suffer 1 direct damage. I can't, because I'll lose. To discard a trap attached to them. Each time a fighter moves into a space adjacent to Tiger Ip, they have to immediately resolve the trap. So luckily I'm not near Ip right now. Okay, so stage. The boss moves 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going towards this one, which is inactive. Then we'll draw this. Is a gear once again. Each enemy gains 2 random defense tokens. So we'll start with Tiger Ip. They're gaining a grapple and a kick. And then we have Luke. 2 kicks. And then attach enemy gains +1 attack value. So I'll put that here. All right. That's that. And then we have our turn. We're going to draw this. A lion comes out. Let's see. So this one's blue. And, ooh, which one is this? Here we go. Lion. The lion will come out. I'm here. So the closest entry is here. All right. Comes in with 1 of each token. And then we'll start our turn. I feel like there's just an uphill battle here. At this point, I'm going to probably try to take out Luke. And I think I'm just going to use my action step to do that. So I'll roll 2 dice. I'm not going to discard. All right. 2 kicks is just enough to get rid of 2 of their tokens and not enough to do 1 more damage. All right. I'm going to discard this to gain 2 power for the 2 enemies in my threat area. Gosh. I guess Al Catordo. I'll play a card. And exhaust a minion engage with me. Gain up to 2 defense tokens. I'll gain these 2. And exhaust. lion. And then I'll probably not move. I don't know if this is a good strategy, guys. But anyway, going with it. React. So Luke will react. And it's going to attack with 2 dice. All right, a grapple and a punch. So both of those. And we have 6 total. So we'll go ahead and flip. And then this one doesn't activate. We'll just go and do that. Actually, it has an additional attack value with that gear. So let's go to that. It's a grapple. So we have an extra. Okay. And now we'll draw a card. We have Gallipanty. This is a punch attack. Okay. So now it's the enemy turn. Tiger Ip does not attack. And then the empty hand also doesn't do anything right now. Staged. This will move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they will activate this because they're 1 away. So actually it does say that. The boss flips an inactive objective within 1 space of them to the active side. So that's 2 active right now. If we get a 3rd one that's active, we'll lose the game automatically. We'll draw a stage card. Death from above. Event. Each unengaged fighter suffers 2 direct damage. Each engaged minion suffers 2 direct. So I am engaged. I'm engaged with Luke right now. And so I don't have to suffer direct damage, but each engaged minion suffers 2 direct. So that will get rid of Luke off the bat because they only needed 1 damage. So that's good. And then Lion is currently not engaged, so nothing happens to them. All right. So now it is back to us. I'm going to draw an enemy card, and it's an Oscar. So Oscar looks like this, and he will come in, I think here, and it'll just go adjacent. I'll choose to go here. Goes adjacent to to the space if it's already taken up. Comes in with 1 punch and 2 kicks. Okay. So now we could do some sort of big attack. I think I'll go ahead and move. 1, 2, 3. And then I want to try to play a card to move. Ooh, I should have looked at my cards first. You know what? I'm going to roll that back and say that I played this card already as a card step. During my move step, I can discard a card from the top of my deck to move in that additional space. I'll do that. This is an offbeat. Oh, no. It's an offbeat card, so I take a damage. Oh gosh. So that's that. Wait. A general damage. Oh, no, I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. Okay. Yeah, 12 for, yeah. Not dead yet. I'm going to take a general damage. Ooh, I forgot I could take general damage. We're all good. We're all good. So now I could discard a card from the top of my deck to move +1 space. So I'll do that. This is not an offbeat. Good. So now I'm within 1, 2, 3 spaces, and that's important because I can use this action, which I will, to discard the top of my deck, which is not an offbeat card, to attack an enemy with 4 dice within 3 spaces of me, and I move adjacent to the target. All right. I'm going to move adjacent to the target. I'll move right here, and then I'll flip this card. Okay, so I'm rolling 4 dice. So we have 1 critical. So let me just mark this all down so I can roll additional dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now is what I have. And then I also gain 1 kick as well. And I'll roll 1 die. All right, so I gain another kick. And then a shield, an additional damage. So a total of 5 kicks to Tiger Ip. They have 1 kick here, so they'll take 4. So currently they're at 16 out of 20 damage. Okay. And I've done everything I could. And I think that'll probably be the end of me. I could exhaust, reveal the top deck of your card, either draw the revealed card or return it. I guess I will exhaust and do that. This I'll just draw it. And then the react phase, lion. So lion's going to react and they're going to attack. But if this enemy dealt no damage during the activation, advances 2 spaces towards the nearest fighter. 1. Oh wait, no, this guy. 1, 2. So it's not going to attack me this turn. Oscar, again, it's going to advance 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not going to attack me this turn. Phew. Okay, so I survived them and I draw a card. It is Scorpion Kick. All right. So now I have a nice attack in my hand. Flip this over. And then it is now the enemy activation. Tiger Ips going to attack with 3. And let's hope for the best. All right, we have 2 grapples and a punch. And unfortunately, I don't have that damage, the blocking for that. So, yep, I lost the game. But this felt pretty intense. I really like Isabella's deck. Might be my favorite one so far. Jiro is also really good too. I have to play with him again. But that was my solo playthrough of Street Masters Tide of the Dragon using Isabella against the Fire Cloud gang. What a tongue twister. And the Sky High stage. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. Like or comment is also always appreciated. And thanks for watching. Bye.